So Jesper, first real bit of adversity that you faced in league play, but it felt a little disjointed out there. Obviously, there's obvious reasons with the players missing, but it just felt that things just were not clicking tonight.
No, you're right. It wasn't. I think we never really got in charge of the game. I'm not talking about what the score was, more that yeah, we didn't get the flow into a game that we usually have. I think that yeah, we were not able to play with the same composure as we've done in the beginning of the season here, but yeah, that's sometimes how it works. Also, congratulations to Chicago. Of course, they played a good game and came here and took advantage of the opportunities and also played a very tactical, fine game. I think so. I think it was a game where we never really got in charge of the game and never really got to dominate the game and get control over it. To be honest.
They were very good defensively, very well structured. Giving up that early goal obviously had you on the back foot. Well, not had them defending on the back foot from the early goal. And is it something you'd maybe just need to work on a little bit? How to get some of the more wide players involved in the game?
Yeah, I don't want to be a slave to the moment here. I think that it's not have been an issue for us so far. So today is oh, every game is a new game. I think we have them in place. We have seen a lot of goals from our wide positions also, and also saw some opportunities today. We're not able to take them, and we're not able to put players in positions and situations that we normally like to do, and also maybe credit to Chicago for not letting us. But yeah, we never got the flow into the game and never got the got to we had a lot of turnovers and I think that cost us a lot of energy running back in defensive transitions, and yeah, we didn't have the edge on the game today.
Jesper, I have a question on the game management side of things. Some substitutions that you made immediately after conceding the second goal, bringing Jaden off, and then later when Edier looked like the most dangerous player on the pitch, taking him off. What was your sort of rationale behind the substitutions?
Dangerous for who?
For yourself as a
Oh,
dangerous
okay,
player.
yeah. Yeah. The rationale was that we would try to see if we could change the result and put some quality on the pitch, that we thought that we maybe could change the result for us. I thought that Eddie looked very tight. He had a lot of turnovers. Yeah, he broke, but also had some good moments, of course, and he could break the last line. We thought that we could put some crosses in with Sebastian on the white spot in the end. I think that that's the one thing I'm actually quite happy about. We looked strong in the end. We looked as a team that could put the pressure on in the end. It was too late, obviously, but we looked as such, and then we changed our formation when we took out Jaden and Liam, and wanted to go more direct in the play against the ball, and I think we came off to a good finish, even though they scored to 3-1, of course, but we wanted to go all in the end, and then stuff opened up, but yeah, I think that we had the opportunities also with Sapi. Sebastian chipped the ball in for him that he could almost have profit from. We could have scored from, and we also had a couple of good situations with him. But yeah, it's always, you never know when you make substitutions. You never know if it's going which direction it's going.
And then with the loss, a lot of people say that you get to see the true character of a team when things get difficult in moments of adversity. What do you sort of expect from your team now this week ahead of Toronto, and maybe what do you hope to see from your team ahead of Toronto now in the wake of this loss?
Yeah, it's a bad feeling always to go from a game with a loss. I would not be overreacting to games normally. We got a loss. We have been so fortunate that we haven't had that feeling for a long time, and we know that we have to work every day to get better, because we had a perfect record before today, but we're not a perfect team. I said it before, I'll say it again, and we have a lot of things to work on, and we could also see that today. So, yeah, I will not, throw everything up in the air. We will just have to continue trying to build the team the direction we want it to go.
Jesper, you played a very high line, or Chicago played a very high line that really at times, especially when they were getting compact trying to defend, it really shortened the field, and it meant that your widest players were having to go almost be as wide on that line with very little space. Was that something that you anticipated they were going to potentially do, and how challenging did that make it over the course of the game, especially when you were chasing it?
Yeah, I think it was. They of course they try to make things difficult for us. That's how it is. But then when you close one space, you open up space somewhere else, and we were not good enough today to utilize that. We could have played a little bit more inside. When we played out, we could have played in again, and then we kept it a little bit. We kept it a little bit too wide too often, and there was not that much space there. So it was a challenge for us to break through. I think it was only actually in the end that we really managed to break through for real. So yeah, it was difficult for us, no doubt about it.
And speak about Rios and Sabi. You were able to kind of get some contributions from them, which will be very important for you going forward, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. It's first of all, I'm happy for Emmanuel because he came in, and it's always difficult being a new player. And then you get injured right away, and you don't get into the start with the team. And he haven't really trained a lot with the team. He only had 2 training sessions before he went down, or 3, and then now he has to start over. But yeah, it's good for us that we have an extra player in. He has good quality. We also saw Daniel play 90 minutes for the first time. I think it was good for him. We saw a beautiful goal from him. He's a very good finisher. So I think that I'm happy about that, of course.
We'll go to Jim and then Jordan.
First of all, you talked a little bit about Liam McKenzie, first start, got an assist, helped set up that first goal. What did you like about his game today?
That he was not too stressed. I think that he showed some of the things he can do. I like that he was in the pressure, helped us winning the ball that we scored. A goal from. I also liked his movements. We could see that he had the opportunity to go deep as well. And then he has to get used to, of course, the pace of the game, and the opponents are a little bit stronger and faster and better at this level. But he's a very promising young man, and hopefully we're going to see him a lot in the future as well.
This week, at one of the trainings, you said something to the effect of, it's a long season, you knew the team wasn't going to be perfect, there was going to be a loss. Was this the sort of loss that you had expected?
No, I never expect on beforehand that we go out and lose, but you know that things happen. We have also been good at, getting things our way. We scored a late goal against Galaxy, even though we were the better team. You never know if you're going to score in the end, but we did, and we did score a late goal against Monterrey out here. So sometimes it's gone our way. Today it didn't, and we were not really good enough to force it our way today. But that's how things are sometimes. That's also why I will not be too high when we win, and I'll not be a slave to the moment now, because everybody's disappointed. I'm very disappointed with the loss, but I have seen a group of players that works hard every day, and if we continue doing that, then we'll be a good team. No, I'm not in doubt about that. So, yeah, it would be unrealistic to believe that we go through a season without losing, but you always hope for winning the next game and plan for winning the next game. That's how it is.
Jordan and then Harp.
The loss of impactful players to injuries and others to represent their respective countries has left a lot of gaps to fill and room for players to step up. The whole team has done a great job filling these gaps so far, but is there someone you feel specifically has helped set up and contribute?
with yeah, of course, I'm not really interested in talking much about who's not here, because I'm more interested in talking about who's here, and I think everybody has a strong belief that they can fill out the positions they need. I think a lot of players have taken great responsibility. I think Renko is taking a big responsibility as well. As a player who's also an experienced player, he also has to, to be honest. But he's done, and I also think a lot of other players. And going into today's game, we had a strong belief in ourselves and also the way we want to play, that we could be the team that could take control and dominate the game here. It wasn't so. We came off to a very, very bad start, but that happens sometimes. But I would not say anybody in particular, to be honest.
Is there anyone you're looking to step up for against Toronto or in the future?
No, yeah, we want everybody to step up. To be honest, we want people to play at their best when they play, and we also, it's also my job to make sure that I try to put people in situations where they can succeed best possible. So that's obviously a thing in football as well as a coach. So no, I would not say anybody in particular. Again, I think we are. I think our strength is going to be the team, and it's going to be the cohesion in the team, the hard work and the effort, and then when the team works and is well functioning, then the light will shine on different players, and I think that's a good thing. I think that it's been good so far that the light has been spread a little bit, I think that it's always onto a collective effort. So that's my take on it. Maybe a little boring. Yeah.
Jesper, on Wednesday you said you'd have more specific news on Ryan and Sam later in the week. What is the news surrounding them? We know Sam did some light running. Ryan has been in the gym.
Yeah, it's. I can be way more specific now. Now we know that we don't know, so it's way more specific. I think. I hope that they can. Sam, we have a belief that he will be able to start doing more and more, and maybe a week from now, 10 days from now, he can start training and practicing with the team. Ryan is difficult to say anything about because it's not a severe injury, but it's still a thing that gives him pain and discomfort, and as long as it does that, then we cannot bring him onto the pitch. Maybe it will be all of a sudden gone and then it'll be back fast, but we don't know.
Last one from me. Will you have Tristan Blackman available this coming weekend in Toronto?
Yes.